Hello, hi, welcome to Football Dialogue with me, your host, Paul. As you know, everything sports, all things football, and we have a lot of content to talk about today. And of course, I'm not alone, I'm with my award-winning journalist, Katlego Mosilele, and we bring you football conversation. It's Football Dialogue, Katlego Mosilele. Now, we're going to touch base on UEFA. We have PSG up against Aston Villa, and I think it's going to be an interesting match, of course. I just want us to, dig deep on the key players for the match. What's your take on that? Key players. Looking at PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, and Aston Villa.
First of all, Paulie, thank you so much for welcoming me. We are back with a very kicking segment of the sports.
Yes.
I'm not familiar about PSG players. All I know is that they have a good
You
coach.
leave that to me.
Yes, I leave that to you because I understand very well that you are a biggest supporter of PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. But in coach Luis Enrique, they have a best coach from Spain, a coach who coached Barcelona before. He won this championship with Barcelona. He also won several of league in La Liga. He's a coach who went to coach Spain international team. He did very well there. So it took him a couple of years before he can make the team that it is today. I would say PSG this season is one of the top on form team in Europe. So they're going to do very well. You've seen how they've beaten Borussia Dortmund. They really show that they are a super powerful house this season. So key players, obviously this past weekend we saw Mbappe getting a red card in the league game. It also frustrated them.
Before we get to Mbappe, we're still on the PSG and Aston Villa because I don't want to say. I see you want to talk about Mbappe.
Aston Villa. A team that plays very well, a team that bought a lot of players from Real Madrid, Asensio. We have also the guy who was playing for Manchester United, Rashford. Very good combination going forward. Obviously, PSG dominated the team. There's a team that still, bringing the players from our side. Aston Villa to come in and play and see how they're going to. But PSG, you can see there's a team that the coach who's been coaching the PSG, he's been there. He's been making sure that one of the season going forward, he's going to dominate. I'm definitely sure that even at the domestic league where PSG is playing in France, they are also the top of the league. They are now showing.
Sorry to cut you there. Mentioning Rashford. Rashford is a key player and a lot of expectations from him. And since he moved to Aston Villa, we've seen so much improvement from him. And obviously he's under pressure and all that. But do you think with his qualities, is he able to bring Aston Villa back?
I don't think they are going to come back. I would say PSG has already finished what they have started before they can go and finish what they started. It's already child, and as well, PSG stand a good chance of also scoring goals away.
Yes.
Tomorrow they are also going to dominate. We're talking about the
because
team.
We are known for that. We score goals wherever.
So
we care less if we're playing home or away. All we are about to scoring goals. That's all we're about.
As one of a football supporter who watches England football on a week in, week out, I would say for Aston Villa to reach where they are, it's the biggest achievement for them. A team as a small caliber as Aston Villa, they deserve to be where they are. They did very well. Now they need to go further on making sure that even next season they bring some of the players with the same coach, because he did very well with these teams, the players that he's playing with. But the key player being Rashford, being Asensio, these are the players who are going to try by all means tomorrow to come back, although it won't be very easy because of
so looking at the second leg, what do you think could be the contribution from Watkins? Because Watkins is known for his good playing skills and his good contribution to Aston Villa. What could be his contribution to the second leg? Do you see him putting Aston Villa back, or what?
I always say in a competition where it has 2 legs, 2 games before you go to the next stage, for you to, if you are playing home and you know that you are led by the team that you're playing against, before 10 minutes, make sure that you score even 2 goals if it's possible. Or 1 goal, so that you can be on a safe side. You can have an advantage of making sure that the remaining minutes of the game, you can now try all means to score, not allowing your opponent as well to come and score. Because the second legs, each and every goal that is being scored by the team that is leading, it also extends goals that you're going to score. You have to score. So I don't really see Polly
Aston Villa coming back. Looking at the aggregate, it's 3-1.
It's 3-1.
And PSG is still hungry for goals.
It's still hungry for goals.
As we mentioned, they're still hungry for goals. And with the infusion of this beautiful player, Kvaratskhelia. Okay, let me not be biased because I'm a PSG fan, but how he's been playing Kvaratskhelia, I think he's been doing well.
Absolutely.
I can tell you now, we do not miss Mbappe. We don't miss him at all. Because we are fine without him.
No, absolutely. You're speaking the truth. And with the hunger of PSG wanting to reach the final this season, they still have very good chances of reaching the final. They played very well.
That's true.
PSG, Barcelona.
Yes.
I'm not saying they will meet at the final. But these are the team already in this stage that I see them reaching the final. Looking at how they play. And you must remember, if they reach the final, the former coach of the team that he coached, playing against the team that he loves dearly, being Luis Enrique, he played for Barcelona. So it's going to be.
And he will want to prove himself.
He will want to prove himself, and he knows very well that the coach that he will be coaching, playing against. So it's going to be much more interesting to see how, if possibly they meet. It's going to be interesting final. But I'm looking forward. I'm not saying Arsenal is not doing well. They surprised the world.
Okay, now looking at time, I would love us to jump straight into predictions. PSG, Aston Villa, your predictions
for tomorrow, only tomorrow's game. I think PSG again. They're going to score even 3 goals on the game. Aston Villa, they will have an advantage of having fans who are supporting them. But if you are playing against a team that is well organized, a team that currently they are on form, regardless of going away or playing home, they're still going to dominate and they're still going to score the goals. Because they've been building towards this, not this season, even past season, because the coach has been there. So I see PSG winning by scoring 3 goals. I'm not sure PSG. Aston Villa.
I'm PSG fan.
You are definitely going
through. Second leg, I see Aston Villa giving us a run for our money, but we are going through. PSG is definitely going through, but I see them giving us a run for our money simply because they'll be playing home. They've got advantage, but coming back from 3-1 aggregate, it's going to be difficult. Now, jump straight to the next match, which is Arsenal and Real Madrid. Arsenal and Real Madrid, your key players, and also touch base on the coaches, how they've been building up the teams, and looking at how Real Madrid is so behind, and it looks difficult for them to cover up, because Arsenal have already proven a point.
Look, Paulie,
you're an Arsenal fan.
I was actually about to say that.
I don't want you to be biased. But just
absolutely.
Looking at how they've been doing. What's your take on that?
First of all, as you have just mentioned, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yes.
Arsenal surprised Real Madrid last week.
True.
The reason why Real Madrid, you cannot play with big players.
Yes.
But then you don't know how to position them. You don't tell them how to play. Because they have been coached by such a historical coach who won so many trophies before. I mean, he's the one who right now we would have been saying, wow, with Junior, with Mbappe going forward with Bellingham in the middle of them. This is a quality of players. True. But we don't see that. Arsenal, for them not to go to win the league or Liverpool dominating the league, it angered them to say, okay, now we won't be focusing in here. They tried, they drew over the weekend. Now their focus is to make sure that they also want to reach the final. So they always say that, to say at Bernabeu, anything can happen. That's how the commentators are always say. But I'm definitely telling you, they just drew over the weekend. Arsenal going into this game, 3 goals. Yes, in Champions League now, you always see surprises, and especially at Bernabeu, at Real Madrid Stadium. But I can definitely tell you, tomorrow we won't see that happening.
That's true.
Arsenal will go through, definitely, and Arsenal will even score 1 goal. Real Madrid, yes, we want to win, we want to score goals, but Arsenal won't look at them and defend. They are still going to push and try by all means to score goal. It's going to be atmosphere. The atmosphere will be great. We are playing at Bernabeu. You know the fans that are there. It can happen. I remember when AC Milan were playing against Liverpool in 2005 in Champions League, where AC Milan were leading by 4 goals before halftime. Right. But Liverpool came back in the second half to score 4 goals and draw and win in penalties. That's right. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I cannot wait to see how that game will end. But Barcelona, we are going through. We will meet you at the semi-final, of which it won't be easy, but we try.
So talking about that, coaches, Real Madrid coach, what do you see strategies being implemented by him for this match?
Ancelotti, he's an old man. He has done his work.
He's done his work.
They always say, know where to jump off the ship.
You must know when to stop. When to
so for now, it came as a surprise for him. They've learned a lesson. Even yesterday's game that they played, I was watching it. They only won by 1 goal. And his players who are attacking, they were so frustrated to the point where Neymar got a red card. It shows how the combination and all the understanding of how Ancelotti wants his players to play. So there's a bit of frustration there. Mbappe going to this second game tomorrow when he plays, already on his mentally, he knows that he got a red card.
Yes.
He will want to try to forget about that, but he's still on his mind to say, what's happening right now? What's happening? But I see Arsenal also, Paulie, going forward tomorrow. They will win by 2-1.
Okay.
They will win by 2-1.
Okay.
But obviously, when we score, we extend those goals that they want to reach.
True. I think
they will win.
With me also predictions, I see Arsenal obviously going through, looking at the aggregate. There's no way that Real Madrid can come back.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to the conclusion for UEFA. We're not going to touch on the Wednesday's games. We're just on tomorrow's games. Football dialogue with Paul and Kate. Now we bring it back home.
Yeah.
Woo!
Today people went to the police station.
NEDBANK Cup.
Yeah. People today went to the different police stations.
Yes.
Just to try to open the cases.
Let's talk about. Let's jump straight to that. The offside goal.
Yeah.
KAIZER Chiefs up against Mamelodi Sundowns. We see KAIZER Chiefs going through, but as the commentator said, it will raise concerns and there will be debates around that. That's a clear offside.
It's a clear offside.
As a Kosi fan,
me and you earlier on today, we were looking at the media briefing of the coach, Mamelodi Sundowns. We saw Coach Miguel Caruso holding a phone like this, showing the media of how there was offside. Yes, Paulie, it was an offside. To be honest, we looked even on different angles to see how was this offside. It was offside. Unfortunately for Mamelodi Sundowns, it happened. Fortunately for KAIZER Chiefs, it also happened. And it also raises so many concerns of approaching the Minister of Sports right now, because 2 months ago he promised the PSL and the football lovers to say we are still in communications with people who are going to help us to bring VAR into the country. So Yona, to be honest, it was a clear offside. But I feel like it was also a revenge, because there was a point where KAIZER Chiefs was playing against Mamelodi Sundowns at FNB Stadium. Mamelodi Sundowns were wearing a blue kit. The same thing happened That's why I'm telling you, people are just saying it was an offside, but it's not something that caused a havoc or caused a fight to a point whereby a game has to be stopped. They understand very, very well that it's part of the game. And in cup competitions, matches that you play on cup competition, it's no matter how you play, but how you win. A game can be bad.
Revenge or no revenge,
revenge.
we have poor officials in our country.
Absolutely.
And we need to accept, like, we have poor officials. Decisions being taken are very poor, and it's concerning going forward because that will mess up our football.
Absolutely.
You know. And now, Moses MABHIDA. Why Moses MABHIDA?
Moses MABHIDA, it's because I don't know if you remember very well. Last year it was in Mbombela when Relebohile scored the late goal of the NEDBANK. Now we are taking it there. We have 2 derby games that are going to play in May.
Okay.
On the 3rd and on the 10th.
Yeah.
So now, remember when we play NEDBANK, NEDBANk is the sponsor of the tournament.
Sure.
They are the ones, together with their executive board members, who decide to say, where do we take this tournament, regardless of who is at the final.
Sure.
And I believe that this decision has already been taken when the first games of this tournament was about to play. It's the decision that was taken because of the sponsor wanting to rotate the venues where the final will be played. Yeah. Fortunately for KZN government, it's there. I know very well. Even that NEDBANK, they didn't expect it to be Kaizer Chiefs and we know the capacity. The game where Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates is playing, you expect it to be playing at FNB, knowing very well that the capacity and the people will be attending there.
Because those are that's a Soweto derby.
Yeah, but we shouldn't blame now the people to say, why are we taking it to KZN?
Yeah.
It's the decision that was taken by NEDBANK, and it's not a decision that was taken in the morning, Sunday morning. No, it's like the year plan of them to say, guys, this season, yes, these are the teams that are going to play, but the final will be played at 10.
But now looking at the marketing side of the NEDBANK, won't that be an issue or an obstacle, in their marketing side? Because we're talking Soweto Giants, and most of the people would want to watch the game, would want to go to the stadium. But now, since it's moved to KZN, logistically, for some people, it don't make sense.
Absolutely, Polly. It's going to be, the capacity is going to be very small. That's when now, speaking of marketing, that's when now you need fan base that are more closer to the stadium. If you unfortunately don't make it to enter the stadium, I'm sure the vendors there, they've already started to think about it, to say, okay, a lot of people will be coming here, Joburg, all over the country, but now let's have fan base where people can gather together and watch this beautiful game. There's nothing that we can do. The decision has been taken, and I'm still repeating that it wasn't taken yesterday. It has been taken before even the tournament started. So, fortunately, Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates will be playing the first final in almost 20 years. Last time when they met, it was in 2006. Yeah. So they are going to meet. It's going to be interesting. I mean, they will be playing in FNB Stadium.
It's going to be interesting. Let's jump straight to the predictions because I see that's where this conversation is going to. Let's jump straight to the predictions. He's a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I'm an Orlando Pirates fan. I think this live is in a way biased because but let's jump straight to predictions.
I'm one person. I don't like to get stuck into the point to say it's gonna be 3-1, 2-1. No. I just want to, before I can finally say who's gonna win, let me just take you through this to say Kaizer Chiefs, they have never they reached the finals, but they've never won a silverware.
So they are the most hungriest club.
Yeah, Kaizer Chiefs is a good coach who knows how to win, who knows how to target.
By good coach, you mean Nabi?
Nabi.
My God.
A coach that comes from the continent who understands very well. He did very well.
Experience,
Now, they are going to play against Pirates.
Yeah.
With them, they want to win NEDBANK Cup.
Yes.
It's going to be a good thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
They stand a good chance of winning. We have a coach in Orlando Pirates, Jose Riviero, who's about to leave the club.
Mm-hmm.
If he wins, it's going to be a very beautiful one.
Okay.
It's a history making.
Yeah.
He will be winning it for the 3 times.
For the third time.
Third times.
Okay.
Of which no one has ever done that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very beautiful goodbye to him.
Yeah.
But now, it won't be easy. I give that to KAIZER Chiefs.
Okay, cool.
Because
of time, we're gonna jump straight to our fourth segment. You have a lot to say. I can see.
Yeah.
Well, my predictions just before we move to our fourth segment, I would say Pirates it's gonna be a walkover.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think that's what we wanted. We wanted Sundowns to lose against you so that we can preserve the cup. It belongs to us.
Remember,
it's gonna be a walkover. Looking how we play. I was not quite happy with how we played Marumo, but I see us playing exceptionally well against KAIZER Chiefs.
Remember, we have 2 games. The final comes after the League One.
Yes. No. The League One is just gonna be a training. I think
you want to win the league.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a training where we're gonna just train in, just to warm up for the real stuff. Which leads us to our fourth segment, KEF. I just want us to talk about our South African clubs, not more about the Egypt clubs. We see Pirates playing against Pyramids. We see Mamelodi Sundowns playing against Al Ahly. I just want to ask you, do you see our South African clubs going through?
I'm glad Mamelodi Sundowns has played with KAIZER Chiefs yesterday and KAIZER Chiefs beat them so that they can realize their mistakes that they did before going to play against a superpower team, Al Ahly. We know very well that when these teams are playing, it's always a fire. I see
the biggest mistake they did.
Their
biggest mistake is Suarez.
Is Suarez, actually. Yeah. I'm glad. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad they played against KAIZER Chiefs so that they can start already by rectifying their mistakes.
Sure.
Suarez, he's still new into South African atmosphere. Even understanding how players
used to it.
He will get alright. Players make mistakes and they rectify that. They learn from their mistakes. But if Pirates can rectify that, their defense. If their defense can be stronger and their attacks are very nice, they can go through.
What would you say our mistakes are?
Orlando Pirates, you need to start with Mbata and Makhaule.
Okay.
Yesterday you started with Klamini.
And also Mabasa. We need to start with Mabasa because Mahopa is
no. Start with Mahopa.
Mahopa is not giving it to me. Mahopa is not playing as he should. And I think for Kev, we do not need his skills more than Mabasa's. Because Kev, we're all about goals. We're playing against Pyramids and we want goals. And for us to get goals, we need a skilled player like Mabasa.
Do you know you can get...
Mabasa can utilize.
Yeah. Do you know you can get goals while Mahopa is there? Just look at the goal that you scored yesterday.
Okay.
Mabasa was not there, but how did your midfielder do to get a goal?
Yeah.
So he took the defense from the line. He dragged the Mahopa, allowing the midfielders to go and do what they did. Very beautiful work. So obviously, as your striker, the defenders are always looking at you where you are at currently. Okay. But then you don't also see how the midfielders are coming. It's a good thing because every time when you attack and already your striker is there waiting for the ball to come, it's so hard for you to score a goal. And even your midfielders are having a hard time because you are there.
Sure.
So if a striker goes this way, there's a space that is open there. Yeah. And the midfielders they know very well that if he's not there, this is our chance because the defenders are looking at him to say, where is he? Okay. So I would say play with him again. All right. Makopa, he keeps on surprises me. Yeah. He keeps on surprising me. I love that guy. Okay. And many of people they don't actually understand. Yeah. But I'm sure Coach Riviero has so many times proven of how good how good and how busy that guy can make the difference.
Because he gives him like game time.
Absolutely.
Game time.
Also not Coach Riviero. Also Coach Hugo Bruce.
Yeah.
They keep on getting results with the same striker.
Cool. All right. I think predictions. Your predictions against between Orlando Pirates and Pyramids.
I'm not sure which. I'm not sure if first game Orlando Pirates.
No. Which club do you see going?
No, absolutely. Orlando Pirates. They are thinking with all the remaining games of the league, CAF, NEDBANK. They are doing this for Coach.
And I think that it's influenced by.
They are doing this for Coach Riviero. So in all league, NEDBANK, and CAF. I'm saying they are standing a good chance of winning. I said Chiefs will win in the league, but I say Pirates, the ball is in their court.
Okay.
Today, Pirates stand a good chance of winning treble.
Sure. Yes.
For Coach Riviero.
Thank you. Not forgetting that the league is still open.
It's still open, definitely.
All right, now Mamelodi Sundowns and Al-Ahly.
That one, it's so hard.
It's a difficult one.
It's so hard to choose which team will win, but I give it to Mamelodi Sundowns. They are very angry. They are very angry. It's gonna be a shame. To see Coach Cardoso not winning a silverware this season.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And a league, it's a league. He even joined the team while already Coach.
They were already making
his laid his foundation for it. So
they will be like
he want to prove to say, okay, now I'm out of NEDBANK Cup, guys, boys, it's okay.
Because Mamelodi Sundowns is known for not winning cups. You know, so obviously from him we're expecting a different dimension, like a different, approach. We need to see them winning cups, because they are known for winning league
pay. So yes, I see him also proving that to say, okay, fine, this is what I want to do.
Sure.
And he's so angry to the point whereby he knows very well that we lost because of an offside.
True.
Now let's prove these people.
My brother, thank you very much. Thank you so much. We couldn't keep to time, but I mean, there's a lot to talk about. Football,
absolutely.
All right, that was Football Dialogue with Paul and my guy over here, an award-winning journalist. I say
also an award-winning editor. Wow, guys! They always say a person cannot put the emblems on himself, but he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a very talented editor. We win because of you.
Thank you. You've heard it for yourself. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment and subscribe. Please follow us. We'll be bringing you more sports. Football Dialogue with Paul and Kate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get the intro fast.